Well, God bless you all, and we greet you from Pope St. John Seminary in Weston this morning. And I'd like to present two wonderful seminarians this morning. First, we have Duncan Tiemeyer, who is studying for the Archdiocese of Oklahoma. It's great to have Duncan this morning. First theology, just starting out, and I think he's doing very well. And also we have Patrick Bruin, who's studying for the Archdiocese of Detroit, and this is Patrick's second year. So we're very blessed to have two really great seminarians with us this morning, and we continue to pray for vocations. We need good priests because we need our Lord in the Holy Eucharist. And well, today's a beautiful memorial. Actually, Saint Vincent de Paul is a patron saint for seminary formation. And since the time I was a little boy, my parents told me that Saint Vincent de Paul was my patron saint. And my first name's Vincent, by the way. And, providentially, no planning at all, I spent a good part of my priesthood in seminary formation. So the saints are always, they're praying for us and they're guiding us. What a blessing to have the gift of a patron saint, and just to consider the treasury of the church. God gives us a saint for every circumstance, for every person, for any need we have. We are so blessed. We always will be, because God always raises up wonderful saints for us. Well, this past May, I received it was the blessing of a lifetime. I was asked to serve as a chaplain for a pilgrimage led by Mother Olga of the Sacred Heart. She's the foundress of Daughters of Mary of Nazareth. They're in Quincy, St. Joseph Convent. And she asked me to serve as pilgrimage for about 20 people. And it was a really busy pilgrimage. I'm just going to share a little bit with you. But it was a real celebration of saints, to say the least. The stops that we made. First stop was Lourdes, and we washed up in the beautiful grotto. We prayed and washed up, remind us of our baptismal day, and we visited the house of St. Bernadette. And we just considered her love for our Blessed Mother, her humility, and her genuine faith. So there's a saint that edified us there. Then we got back on a plane and we went up to Paris. And we offered Holy Mass at Sacré-Cœur. We went to the chapel of Saint Vincent de Paul, where I had the blessing to venerate Saint Vincent's relics. And Mother took a picture of Father Vin venerating Saint Vin. So it was a beautiful moment. So everything came full circle in my life. Then we went to the Church of the Miraculous Medal. And then we went to the Church of St. Augustine, where St. Charles of Jesus, new saint, he converted at St. Augustine Church, St. Charles de Foucault. Hopped in another plane, and then we went to Assisi, venerated all things Franciscan. We went to Loreto, we venerated the Holy House. We went to San Giovanni Rotondo, and we venerated St. Padre Pio, whose day we celebrated just a few days ago. We got to pray in his presence at his altar. Then we got back on the bus. We went to Cascia, where we venerated St. Rita, and she reminded us to be forgiving, to be patient, and to basically be holy in all circumstances, especially in the trials of our lives. Then back to Roma, where we had the privilege to be at St. Charles de Foucault's canonization, and met many people whom he had inspired to love the Holy Family, to love the Eucharist, to love our Blessed Mother. So it was all about saints, it was all about the Eucharist, it was all about conversion. And we were so blessed to have such a wonderful group of pilgrims. And by the end of that pilgrimage, we were like a family in prayer, no question about it. But we took that time to venerate those beautiful, beautiful saints. And again, I was so blessed to be in the presence of Saint Vincent. Again, he loved the poor, he loved forgotten souls, and he loved the priesthood. And he's so concerned about forming good, solid priests. So providential. And it just reminded me how lucky I was to have such a patron saint like that. So obviously we took away so many graces from that pilgrimage, but just a reminder, God always provides for us. There's a saint for all of us, every circumstance. Maybe ask yourself today, who's your patron saint? Take time to read about that saint. Take time to learn and see what their spirituality was, what their prayer life was like. Because they're there to guide us. They're friends for the journey. They're our friends. We share that communion of saints, don't we? But obviously the greatest gift of the pilgrimage, and it's the greatest gift that we celebrate right here and now, is the gift of our Lord's real presence in the Holy Eucharist. His true abiding presence. He loves us and he knows us. He's with us every day. So we walk with our Blessed Mother. We walk with St. Joseph every day. And we don't have to travel anywhere to be in their presence and to receive their beautiful graces. So bless you all, and may God bless you on this beautiful day of Saint Vincent de Paul.